Hello and welcome to TeachUp, where we show you how to do well on the AP Calculus test and to do it fast. Today we're going to do the following problem on what interval or intervals is the graph of y is equal to x to the fifth power minus 3x to the fourth power increasing. So we need to just remember that anytime we have the graph of a function, it could be a polynomial function like what we have or any function, then the graph is going to be increasing on intervals where we're going to actually see that the slope of the tangent line is positive. And the slope of the tangent line, of course, is the first derivative. So anytime the derivative of the function is positive, that means the graph is increasing. So what we're going to do is we're going to find y prime, which here is going to be 5x to the fourth power minus 12x to the third power. And we're going to try and find for what values of x is this going to be greater than 0. This is an inequality we have to solve. So let's just go ahead and factor out that x to the third power. So I'm going to have 5x minus 12 greater than 0. So, of course, x cubed times the quantity 5x minus 12. Everything is greater than 0. And we want to know what values of x will make this be true. So first, what I'm going to do, it's just like anytime we're solving an inequality, I'm going to find for what values is this going to be 0. Well, first you're going to have x to the third power equals 0. That's going to give me x equals 0. And 5x minus 12 equals 0 will give me x equal 12 over 5. And what we need to do is just test a few points and see in those three intervals whether the function is going to be positive or negative. So here, let's pick a number that's from negative infinity to 0. Let's pick negative 1. When x equal negative 1, x to the third power, so here negative 1 to the third power would be negative, so I would have a negative here. And then 5x is going to be 5 times negative 1, which is negative 1, minus 12 is a negative 1. So I have a negative multiplied by a negative, which is going to give me a positive. So in this interval, this first derivative here is going to be positive. What about between 0 and 12 over 5? Well, 12 over 5, think about it, it's close enough to 12 fourths, which is 3. So let's just pick 1. When x equal 1, 1 would be between 0 and 12 fifths. So when 12, when x equal 1, 1 to the third power is positive, and then 5 times 1 is going to be 5, minus 12 is negative. So here you have a positive multiplied by a negative, which is going to give us a negative. All right. And as you can see here, I'm not interested in the actual value. I just want to know if it's going to be positive or negative. And what about 12 divided by 5? Well, 12 divided by 5, the interval that goes from 12 divided by 5 all the way to positive infinity, if I pick something there, let me pick 10. 10 to the third power is definitely positive, and then 5 times 10 is 50 minus 12 is going to be positive, so positive times positive is going to be a positive. And you can see here that the intervals where the graph is going to be positive, because we want to find when it's increasing, would be from negative infinity to 0, and then from 12 over 5 to positive infinity. Therefore, our answer here is D.